So hello Jelly Fighters, my name is Jim and this is your Daily Brogue for the 31st of July 2021. Okay, so what have I been talking about? Well, other than for some reason I suck even more than I did before. This is driving me up the wall. I mean, really, why do they make the game worse or more difficult? It's not like it's... Goddamn, it's not like it's hard enough. But I can't look at the things and say this looks like it was a bad idea. Right? I look at the things that they're doing. Most of them look like good ideas. Some of them neutral. Right. So I mean, I don't know why it gets harder. Some of the things make it look easier. So you remember the previously we had some problems with allies killing sacrificial dudes, and no way to get a new sacrificial dude. So that was awful. But now your allies won't attack the sacrificial dudes. Okay, that's fine. Although, personally, even though that makes it easier, even though it makes the game easier, that's exactly the sort of thing you probably want in a game, right? You want to see that you want to see those sorts of emergent behaviors, right? So even if they don't end up being the things you want to have happen, you want to see those things happen in this kind of game. Even if they mean that something you did 2 levels ago screwed you up today, right? Some decision that you made was suboptimal. That's okay. That's the way of the world. We can live with it, right? You and me. More net traps. Net traps have increased. That might be one reason why it's harder. I'm not sure if they have really increased or if that's just my feeling. Okay, so I'm sorry, it's just getting annoying, right? I mean, having difficulties trying to adjust is sort of normal when they do that, but it's just been, feels like they update too fast, right? There are too many revisions, is my feeling. And that's just me. Okay, so what has my rant been for the past day or so? Or I shouldn't say day or so, because it hasn't been a so in that day. Oh, that's a good flail. Very nice. To try any of these things. Crimson Potion. Strength. Okay, well. Okay, so one of the things they did say is you used to not get enchanted flails. Okay, now I'm going to guess G is enchanting. And I'll wait a second on those other things in there. Okay, but Okay, well, let's get a monkey buddy. See how that works out for us. And a spear. The spear, even not knowing how enchanted the flail is, it doesn't look like it's super enchanted. It's not a good substitute for the flail. You have to kill a lot of things with that flail. So what have I been upset with the past couple of days? It's not really a couple of days, and it's not really upset. But, you know, yes, yesterday I started recording. It might feel like 2 weeks, but yesterday was, for me, it was yesterday. Transference, I've got a flail. So yesterday, I kind of got a little upset with the dudes, the red pill dudes, the black pill dudes, those dudes. And that's because, you know, now we've got a different story here, right? We want to just try to keep our movement going with the jellies, with the jelly fighting, using the flail. I think I just said last time that I don't have a flail jelly fighting available, but I have the swords. That's the first one. That's my second one there. The spear. Lots of fun drawing those things. Tell me if you want me to try to clean one of those up and turn it into a T-shirt. But you don't, because you're not listening, because no one is. All right. So. Also good for flails and jelly fighting. It's something that's got a heavy weapon, a heavier weapon, will tend to smash this thing. Okay, so I've got a secret door situation here. Right. Okay, so possibly right here, because it looked. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any other place. Where do I see the Goblin Conjurer? Okay, I'll give it one more shot right here. Because that's a great place for it. There we go. It's a jelly, and we'll keep it. And they got my monkey, not my ogre. We'll eat that mango. So, one of the things that gets me upset about these guys, these pickup artists, these got Detect Magic, yeah. So we have a +6 flail, so it was +4, I think. Yeah, it only enchanted it twice. So flails are flails normally need a 17 strength. This is a 15 strength, which means I enchanted it twice. One more enchant, that's down to 14. I have a strength of 13. Hopefully one of these little blue dots is a potion of strength. So hopefully one of those little blue dots is some good armor too. And pink is life. Excellent. Let's drop some crap. T, drop. B. And let's just apply that enchanting to the flail. Doesn't hurt to be better at whatever it is you're doing. Okay, so we've got a good ring B. An aquamarine potion and some scale mail. Let's just regular old scale mail. Well, hopefully one of those other ones is good. I need a monkey on depth 5. Not really useful. That is not going to last long. Okay, drop the leather armor and apply the potion of strength. So the thing that I'm going to find annoying is the okay, I've got good. That's good. I have 2 of those, and let's go identify poison. Excellent. 2. E, teleportation, and P, recharging. Okay. What could the aquamarine potion be? Invisibility and fire? Oh, lots of things. Telepathy. We'll try that when we go down to the next level. So they have this sort of pseudoscientific view that partially informs them. Now, usually with stuff like this, when somebody has views that are sort of picking and choosing things from science, that is a choice. Oops. Okay, depth 4 is not that far away, so let's see if I can find. Oops. I didn't come in here. Alright, so what did I miss out on? Conjuration and lightning and slowness. A better conjuration would probably be really useful, but it's not a better conjuration. So now, see, this time I have something that's worthwhile. The foil is not protected, which means it's better to let my ogre take care of that acid mound. Okay, so what do I mean, sort of this? Called it a little bit pseudoscience. It's also a little bit inconsistent. Right, so as I was saying, you know, you're looking at these guys. So one of these guys probably shouldn't have listened to him. I probably shouldn't have done that right there. So he broke up men into four kinds, right? You have good-looking men, men he called beta providers, or, you know, in the old days, good providers, right? Men who have good jobs, reasonable, good, don't even have to be good jobs, but they have to be stable jobs. Somebody can keep a stable job and can, you know, basically take care of the needs of the family. That's pretty reasonable. You have different what are all those guys? I need to toss some of these bad potions at things so that I get my percentages up. Right, I've got 4 known bad potions there. So that's about half the bad dudes. So that would increase my... That means that I've got probably an even shot with the things I don't know. Doesn't mean I want to play with them. So he has these 2 categories, right? Or these, it's not 2 categories, but these 2 criteria. One, are you good looking? And good looking in this guy's view, right? I mean, it's... Okay. This is not a altogether okay, so that place should be accessible. There we go. And I wasted a lot of time on that for no reason. Limited food means that's a stupid idea. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw that mauve potion right there. Darkness, I'll throw the brown potion right there. paralysis. Okay, and there's the way out. Throw the burgundy potion at him. Descent. Oh crap. Ogre up. But he forgot all about me. So they have these sort of pseudo-evolutionary models for how dating works. Okay. And this guy broke up men into four categories based on two criteria, right? Very, very simple way to do it. Say, okay, are you a good provider? Okay, that's fine. Can you hold down a job, basically? And the other is, are you good looking? All right, and good looking probably means, you know, do women find you good looking? Okay. Telepathy would be useful, but there's no need to. Creeping death. All right. That guy's being a dick, so I'll kill it. Okay, that's better. 45% good for those guys. And it's a moving ogre. So I will stay away from that flail for a second because it is pretty well enchanted. And poison that dude. And another rune of reaping. As long as it's not bad, actually. It's at least as good as that other one. So it does not constrict around my finger. There's my ring of reaping +1. Okay, so that's fine as far as, you know, things are concerned, right? There's a dude, and, you know, if you're evaluating somebody in terms of more or less you know, his quality, you know, those are two things you could use, right? You could use that for a dude. You could use that for a woman as well. I mean, those are perfectly good. Can the chick hold down a job? Well, that's a perfectly reasonable way to say. Is that a reasonably? Is that dude reasonably does that person have good judgment? Right? Maybe not that. Maybe that wasn't really good judgment. But is he reliable? You say yes. Probably that person is reliable. So that's good, right? So we have more or less reliability and some sort of beauty standard. And there's nothing wrong with beauty. I love beautiful women. The guys in these communities love beautiful women. They just don't. They just think the beautiful woman should fall in love with them for no reason, I guess. So I don't see why they shouldn't like me because I'm beautiful too. Right? It's perfectly reasonable. It's a little tit for tat, right? And if I've got tat, I don't mind getting a little tit, right? Oh, yeah, I did for my wife buy a nice little crystal thing with 2 birds sitting on a perch, and they were tits. They were tit is a bird, right? But the woman behind the counter could not say the word. She could not say the word tit. Right? I don't know what kind of tits they were. I don't know if they were Great Northern tits. I don't know if they were, lesser Southern tits, maybe. I'm not sure. What kind of tits are there? Perfect. That's what I wanted. Thanks for finding the secret door for me. Okay, just looking at that, it might be okay to I don't know if I want to play with the roll. Actually, I didn't know if I wanted to come back up here. Okay, I don't get a choice. I get to play with the troll. So, one point about trolls is they're tough. Another point is they regenerate. Another point is if they're poisoned, they do not regenerate. So, I have poisoned him, and I'm going to slow him down, and I'm going to defeat him. Okay, so I guess there are a few things we can look at on our way back, but more or less done with 10. Let's just check here. There we go. I have not found any better armor. I don't remember. Maybe I found one. Did I find one, or did I not find one bad one? That's the problem with playing too many games in a day. So, unfortunately, I have to at some point check these things out. Oh, a lot of empowerment on my ogre. Good. Let's see if we can find something that has... Oh, crap. Oh, the wisp was a flyer, so now my ogre is a flyer. So I have a flying ogre. Wands of empowerment come with just one charge, so I can add charges with an enchanting scroll. Usually don't, but you can. Okay, let's check out what's over here. Scroll of Identify. Confusion. See, with the high, the enchanted flail. Although I'm starting to meet monsters, apparently, that make it reasonable for me to start enchanting up the flail again. Okay, I'm low on food. What are my chances now? Okay, so I have a potion of life, which will protect me from the worst of the problems. And a more than 50% chance. Fire immunity and T is incineration. Crap. If you're weak with hunger, you lose a turn. Okay, so, oops. Now my ogre is stronger than the average ogre. Your average ogre? What was I talking about? I was talking about the dudes. Okay, so that's a 3 times better ring of briefing. I don't really see the way over, so do I wanna? Yeah, need to find food. Okay. Problem here is I don't really want a salamander ally, because they're nasty. And the unknown scrolls can wait. Some of them are okay, but they're not. We need food, so we need to actually explore places. So this is bad. I haven't talked about the dudes. So they have these ideas, and I think that in a lot of ways they're sort of mistaken. I was saying, it was categorizing dudes in a reasonable way. I mean, it's reasonable, right? If you were a woman and you were going to look at the pros and cons of a dude, right? Let's say you had 2 guys coming after you, and you wanted to figure out, well, which one is the better one for me? You'd say, okay, well, what are the sorts of things that are good and what are the sorts of things that are bad about this dude, right? And one thing very well might be, this guy is really good looking, right? One thing might be, magic mapping, shattering, another potion of life. really dangerous. Really dangerous, more than 50% bad. Especially because I can't remember if I found one of the bad ones. I think I did, but I'm not sure. Potions are also very dangerous. But as long as I have the... Oh, thank you. Alright, so now... Okay, we did get the mage. So the ogre shaman or whatever, mage or whatever it is, summons other ogres. I don't think I was supposed to eat whatever food it was I found. Yeah, I screwed this all up. Go to Discord, so that's a good one. So right now there's only one possible good scroll. Wasting a lot of time here. Accidentally ate food I shouldn't have eaten. correct. There's one. Still make me feel like there's a secret door there. Oh. So the dudes, he had this chart, right? So he's saying, okay. Then he decided, okay, well, what percentage are for each? He said, well, maybe 2 or 3% of dudes are good looking, or both good looking and good providers. And that probably gives us a pretty good idea about what he thinks the percentages are. So we already know from his previous sort of things that he thinks that, and it's probably about right, that about 10% of dudes are good looking. Face it, dudes are ugly. If you ask me, do you want to draw a naked guy or do you want to draw a naked chick? It's going to be a naked chick every time, right? Period. Dudes are ugly. So, having a flying ogre around is really useful. Yeah, I don't want to screw around with the Kraken. And I'm dead. I never got anywhere. I thought it was a phantom. One enchanting would have worked. Discord may have helped me. Maybe not. Slowness could have helped. Oh no, it was empty. Plus 9 flail is nice. Okay, I'll try to concentrate more on what I'm saying rather than what I'm doing next time, but it feels a little better again to depth 15. It's been far too long. I should be getting to depth 15 all the time. At least that's where I was at 1.7.4 when they started dicking around with stuff.